What is the deal, YouTube family? It's your boy Cooley with Cooley TV, and I'm back at it with another reaction video. And today we about to be reacting to worst animal parents. Now, there's a lot of bad parents out there, man, but make sure y'all always love y'all parents. But this animal kingdom might be a little bit different, you feel me? Cause I feel like there's gonna be some stuff like moms eating the babies or something, like some weird stuff. Like, you know how they be talking about like on there, like how birds, how like they kick their babies out the little nest, and if like they fly, they fly. If they, if they don't fly, they get put on a t-shirt. So I wonder, I'm kind of intrigued by this. I ain't even gonna lie. I want to see what's really about to happen with this. Like, what is the worst animal? Like what is the worst animal parent out there? Like, I feel like it might be like, what's a crazy animal? Like, I feel like it ain't gonna be none that we probably really expect. I feel like it's gonna be like a spider or something, like some weird stuff. But before we even get started with the video, man, make sure y'all go ahead and subscribe to the channel, man. We on the road to 1K. Y'all running up them numbers. We in the 800s right now, man. But keep on smashing that sub button, like, comment, and subscribe. But before we even get started, matter of fact, before we even get started, man, hey, shout out to Baby RNG. Right, I said that right? Baby RNG for the love, man. Hey, good looking. Shout out to the homie King, man. Y'all, bro, I promise y'all, like, this YouTube stuff, I'm doing it for everybody. Like, I want to make a channel to where anybody can come to, enjoy it. Like, reactions, pranks, challenges, like, whatever y'all want to see, comment down below, man. And thank you so much for all the support. And let's get straight to the video, man.
This big chick you see now has the worst mother in the world.
I knew it.
Well, first of all, it's not...
Didn't I just say, like, the birds be throwing them out the thing and stuff? They be tripping.
Sitting in its own nest, and clearly is not climbed here by itself. And secondly, someone else's parents take care of it. Yes, you've probably heard about cuckoo chicks. The cuckoo is the most famous bad
Never
mother.
heard of it.
She just leaves her children in other people's nests and lets them take care of themselves. But in fact, the animal world is full of other bad parents. Come on, some of them are just terrible.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, Loki thought about lions too, but I'm like, I don't know. But then gorillas, maybe not gorillas, but I feel like lions might, like, if you got a son, they might try to challenge you, you feel me? But like, if it's a girl, then they, they really don't care. But if it's another male, like the lion may kill his own son just because he a male. Like, I don't know.
About them today.
But then how do we get more male lions?
Let's start, perhaps, with this video, where a stork throws its baby out of the nest.
Ooh.
I highly doubt that the chick survived this fall. And after that, they call the cuckoo a bad mother? She's like parent of the year. Okay, of course, storks do not do this because they hate children, and not because of some mental deviations. Moreover, for some animals and birds, such behavior is, well, normal.
Yeah, that's all. I know they just throw their kids out.
Intentional killing of offspring is practiced by many species. There's even a special term, reduction of brood. White storks also do it, but it has nothing to do with their parenting qualities. It's just natural selection. When parents realize that they just don't have enough resources to feed all their babies, they get rid of one or two. Sometimes they choose the weakest ones, but sometimes everything happens by accident. Nothing personal, just survival instincts. And now take a look at...
Bro, that's a dead chick. Like, that's
these
crazy.
photos. I warn you, they can shock you. This story happened in Hawaii National Park in 2015 and shocked everyone who found out about it. The little hippopotamus was only 2 days old when its mother introduced it to the rest of the herd. Or rather, she tried to introduce it. Everything turned out to be a disaster. Several adults attacked the little one and killed him, literally ripping him to pieces. The mother tried to protect him, but she didn't succeed. The crocodile ate the baby's remains. I honestly admit, the whole situation looks like a perfect illustration of the expression cruel wildlife. But as in most cases with the stork, the adult animals had a...
Hey, but I ain't gonna lie, I heard that hippos is dummy aggressive. Like, for no reason. Like, they don't look aggressive, like, but her hippos is aggressive. Watch out. If you see a hippo, keep it pushing. Don't try to pet it, don't keep it pushing.
to do so. Most likely,
Hippos don't, that don't surprise me. I heard a lot of bad stories about hippos, so that don't surprise me.
Individuals. Maybe there was just no room for the baby, but this is just a theory. The reasons why hippopotami commit infanticide remain relatively unknown because of the difficulty in studying these aggressive creatures. These are real killing machines. Hippopotami tend to attack even people who are too close to their source of water, or they can trample anyone who gets in their way. You know, it's
bro, look at them jaws, bruh. Look at that. They on some, they really making this. They throwing up the Rock Nation. That's crazy. That's crazy. But, cause I heard something like in Colombia, like they let a whole bunch of hippos loose, and like, since they so aggressive and eating up all the livestock, like they gotta kill them off, but people don't want to kill them cause they hippos. But people think, I think as growing up as a kid, you think hippos is nice. But I heard hippos is not the ones to play with. He's not one of them.
Research in such conditions.
Bro, look at them jaws.
Save that poor little man, they simply couldn't do it. No one can deal with an angry hippopotamus. However, as I said, such behavior is common.
Bertha could deal with an angry hippopotamus.
Even noble lions aren't an exception. When a male in a pride changes, it kills the cubs of his predecessor, and they can
see. I knew it, bro. I swear to, bro. I know how the animal kingdom works. I could just visualize it. You feel me? Like I can make sense out of it. You feel me? Like another lion is gonna kill the other male, like baby cubs. You feel me? Because when they grow up, they're gonna try to take your place. So get them now. Before before they get you later. Simple as that. You feel me?
Their mother's milk. The fact is,
it's sad, but I see like the reason.
By killing little lions, the male approaches the moment of conception of his own babies. Again, nothing personal, but this is all just nonsense compared to the behavior of pigs. This is where the real thrash and hardcore begins. Sometimes pigs have aggression attacks and they bite their congeners. For example, because they're sick, or because it's too tight there, or, well, in fact, scientists aren't completely sure what the reason for all this is. Too many factors and not enough research. But one thing is violence against adults, and quite another is violence against little pigs. Sometimes the sow eats its babies right after birth. This behavioral disorder may be due to very painful and difficult childbirth or very poor conditions. Sometimes aggression is limited only by bites, but the mother is quite able to bite her newborn babies to death. She won't be upset at all. According to one version, it can be a violation of the instinct of protection of offspring. That is, it suddenly sees its piglets as dangerous, unwelcome guests. Or maybe she just wants to. An animal that's able to eat its own newly born children should hardly explain
but pigs are scavengers, so it makes sense for pigs too. It makes sense.
For its behavior. Although people certainly try to prevent the killing of piglets, sedatives after childbirth seem to help. But in many cases, the beginning of maternal aggression is simply postponed. In addition, the desire to harm their offspring is most often hereditary. And to avoid violent behavior, people simply limit reproduction of certain pigs. But as I said, maternal cannibalism has too many reasons. It's impossible to guess which one it will be.
Huge.
Now let's leave the pig hardcore and go back to the Cuckoo chick from the very beginning of the video.
That ain't that bad though, just leaving them somebody else.
It's not unique. The brown-headed cowbird acts in a similar way. These moms like to outsource their parental responsibilities, so they lay eggs in the nests of other birds. And they aren't particularly worried about which family their chick will get into. Well, they don't even care about the species. The cowbirds regularly deceive about 250 species, putting to them their responsibility to
imagine they get put with like a bald eagle or something, like this little bird gonna come up mad aggressive and buff.
Even after the grown-up chicks leave the nest, they continue to deceive, asking for food from other birds that didn't even raise them. Can you believe the nerve? But these are all small birds. Eagles are quite another thing. They can be considered quite caring parents. They feed their offspring with fresh meat, protect them from cold, heat, and predators. They don't even throw anyone out of the nest, as storks do. But not because they're ready to take care of even a few chicks. Their chicks do all the dirty work for them. The oldest chick can act aggressively towards its brothers and sisters, and its attempts to dominate may well lead to the death of another chick. Do you know what parents will do? Nothing. The strongest one survives, and this is only beneficial for them.
Okay, I like that. I like how they do that. You feel me? It's just survival of the fittest. If you make it, you make it. You feel me? If you cut from that cloth, you cut from the cloth. That ain't that bad though.
You can spend the time
when you think about animals, you feel me? Human-wise, this is terrible.
I almost forgot about one of the most famous examples of disgusting parenthood. It's of course pandas. Pandas are charming, funny, and almost extinct. Or rather, this species is classified as vulnerable. And there are several reasons. But as the main one, I would highlight the disgusting care for their offspring. That is, pandas aren't very eager to reproduce, but when it comes to it, twins are often born, and then a young mother is faced with a choice: which of the cubs to feed and who to leave to die. Yeah, you got that right. Most often, the chance to survive is given to the first baby. Panda cubs are blind, completely helpless at birth, and their weight is about 1/900th of their mother's weight. A panda mother must hold the child firmly to keep its body warm and press it to the chest. So
Who never thought pandas come out so small? I feel like they'll come out big.
Do these operations with 2 babies at once. So people have found a solution to the problem, of course. When it comes to the birth of twins in captivity, soon after birth, caretakers take one of the babies, deceiving the mother and making her think that she only has one child. And yes, the panda easily believes it. 1 baby, 2 babies, who cares? What time do we eat? The twins are
like pandas ain't that smart.
Today to maintain the illusion of a single panda baby. One of the cubs is almost always with the mother, and the other is kept in an incubator and eats formula. This way, both babies have the opportunity to survive, and their mother, well, she has some sweet water. So everyone's happy.
I ain't gonna lie, I feel like the one in the incubator probably come out like swole, like on some steroid type, like, feel me, like bench pressing 500. Like, the incubator panda might be built different.
By the way, what about fish and inhabitants of water bodies? Well, everything's pretty strange here too. When a young perch is born, their father guards the territory, circling around the fry and holding them together. And he also provides protection from
I didn't think about
predators.
fish.
In short, he behaves like an exemplary parent. After a few days, most of the fish swim away, and at this moment, the male changes behavior. Instead of protecting the rest, he treats them like any other small prey and just devours them. You're either very fast or very dead. But okay, these are just perches. They can hardly be called intellectual. They're not like dolphins. Dolphins would never do
What do dolphins do?
They would never do that, right? In 2013, researchers managed to witness the birth of a bottlenose dolphin baby. Bottlenose dolphins are the most common species of dolphin, but their birth in the wild hasn't been observed before. But before the scientists could believe their luck, they almost witnessed the infanticide. 2 male dolphins tried to drown the baby about 2 minutes after its birth. Every time the dolphins lowered the newborn baby deeper, the mother raised it above the water so that the baby dolphin could breathe. But a pair of males kept pushing the baby down for half an hour. And even when attempts to drown it stopped, the dolphins remained nearby. During the next 2.5 hours, the males were on both sides of the mother and her newborn, showing verbal aggression. That is, the dolphins swore and threatened them. Such attacks are rare for dolphins. It seems that it was planned in advance, and it seems that the aggressive males were guided by the lion's logic.
Bro, how does that make sense? How is this like some premeditated, let's go kill a baby type of, what's wrong with dolphins? I used to like dolphins, but this is making me look at dolphins 10 times different, I ain't gonna lie.
Believe that males commit infanticide for mating. If a female dolphin has a calf to feed, she'll be unavailable for several years.
I like dolphins.
If the baby soon after birth, she'll be ready to mate again in a few months. Well, what can I say? Ew, they shouldn't behave like that. I could have waited. The more interesting things I learn about our planet, the crazier it seems.
That's crazy, bro. I like dolphins. I genuinely like dolphins, bro. And this, how they act is just straight like disgust to me right now, bro. Dang. That kind of messed me up, I ain't gonna lie, man. But with that being said, it's your boy Cooley TV signing off, man. I'll see y'all next time. Peace.